Dream Team so that you can get the presentation and we can immediately start. It's for the Gejasmaya and Willinker workshop so that we can start immediately. Guys, I have just uploaded the presentation on JBIMS Dream Team, so if you can just get hold of the presentation, it's just being uploaded, 2 ticks. Then we immediately start. Sorry for the delay, it's the technology problem, not my something which I'm intentionally doing. So let's wait for 2 more minutes. All right, so yes, we have the presentation uploaded here. So if you can download this presentation from this link. So just download the, or if anyone can upload the presentation on this link, that would be great. So guys, I'm sorry about this presentation. I will download the presentation from there so that I can walk you through the presentation. Sorry, I think now I can share my screen as well. So let me just share the screen. So screen share, I'm going to share my screen now. So alright guys, so I hope now you should be able to see my screen. All of you can see. If anyone of you can just message me on my mobile so that I can know. So people who have got my mobile number, if one of you can just message me whether you are able to see the screen, because I don't know if you are able to see the screen, because I'm not logged in from my phone as well, so I can just see one thing at a time. So if you can see the presentation, that'll be great. I assume that you can see the presentation. I can see the screen. All right, perfect. So you can see the screen, that'll be great. So I'm now sharing my screen here. Yes, we can see the presentation. All right, perfect. So now we are all technology-wise set. So let me just start with my presentation again. Okay, so we start with the Kejasmaya workshop. So for first 15 to 20 minutes to half an hour, I'll talk about the Kejasmaya workshop, and then later on we'll move on to the Willinker form filling. So Willinker PGDM again we'll talk about later in another workshop because we still have time for that. All right, let's start with the Kejasmaya. So this is a part of this presentation, is a part of our MDP program, which I normally take for our taking students for the GDP. Sorry, I just had a pizza, so it's on me right now. All right, so for Kejasmaya, first of all, score-wise ranking. These are the 5 main program at the Kejasmaya. So core is the main program. FS is number 2, followed by IB, followed by retail management, followed by IMC. This is my personal view. You can have your own view, so you decide on your own. I have normally recommended all my students to apply for all the programs because you never know which one you will get through. So depending on which all program you have applied, so accordingly you will get the call. So core is obviously the main program. Core FS is a new program that has come up like anything. So it's now number 2 program overnight. We have a lot of students from our taking students like Ketan Gaikwad who have got on 9.5 lakh package from FS. So it's no doubt a very good program. Or rather, if you're interested in fine art, this is one of the sort of program. Followed by international business, retail management, and IMC. IMC communication is a relatively new program, but will obviously come up like anything. So I won't be surprised that within a couple of years, it is a senior most. It's a good program. All right. So let me start with the process. That is the main slide here, because your process is the main thing. So if you can just read from the screen as well, that there's going to be a, before that you have to submit a hard copy of your profile. You have to confirm to Kejasmaya that you are coming. That's one thing which been told today. So you have to do that. So please do that as well. That confirm that yes, you are coming for the GDP according to your date. please carry a hard copy of your profile sheet. It's very, very important to get a printout of your profile sheet. Guys, one more thing. I'm getting my SMSs from all the students, from Anisha and from Shirshal. So if you have any kind of a problem, just SMS me because I can't see you on FB. Fine. So please keep me posted on SMS that if there's any kind of problem. Alright, carry a passport size photograph. It's very, very important. If you're not carrying your photograph, they will tell you to get photo immediately. So you have to waste your time, run around the college getting a photo done. So please, please, please carry your photograph. It's very, very important. And finally, reach the center 15 minutes before time. KJ Sumaya is near to nothing. All right. And secondly, it's a huge campus. So please keep around half an hour to 45 minutes time from the nearest station to reach the college. Yeah. So please keep that time in your hand. Fine, because GDP process normally start on time. So please don't be late. So the moment you enter the college, this is going to happen to you. The first, they are going to show you a presentation on the college. That's what they will start with immediately, right? Followed by the written case study, which will be the number 2 thing, followed by the personal interview and presentation. Yeah, there's a personal interview and presentation. I'll talk about all these things as we go along. Post your GDPI, they will publish a merit list and a counseling round that will happen along with that. So these are the posts. These things are all after your GDPI. So that's phase 3. So phase 1 before you reach the center, phase 2 at the center, and phase 3 once you are done with the program. Alright, so one more thing I want to talk about here, that last year we have converted 117 students into KJ Sumaya, and 2011 we got 78. The most of these numbers is all because of the fact that case study. Trust me, case study is something which no one knows how to do and what to do. So today I'll talk about case study as well. Alright, so let's talk about the next important thing here. The most important question which I always get from the students is, will I be able to convert KJ Sumaya? I've got very less score. So KJ Sumaya this year have given a call to rank up to 187. So everyone above 187 out of 400 have got a call. Alright. So now question comes, sir, I've scored 200 marks, I scored 210 marks, I scored 220, what are my chances in KJ Sumaya? So this slide will cover up everything. The main thing is your written test is only 40%. Yeah. So unlike CMAT, unlike DTE or JBMS, where the weightage for the written test is 5/6, which is around 83%, written test here is only 40%. Yeah. Case study 15%, second most important thing. Personal interactions. Remember this word, it's not a personal interview, it's a personal interaction. Yeah, which is kind of an interview and a presentation which you have to give there. It will not be a physical presentation, it will more be of a kind of a extempore. Yeah, we'll talk about that in some time. WorkX 10%, past academic record 10%, your achievements 5%. If you have any national level experience, your state level, any kind of experience, you can get extra marks because of that. Alright, so let's talk about the people here. Now the highest person, let's assume the person who scored 287 have applied here. So the highest mark scorer is 287 and the lowest mark scorer who got a call is 187. Fine. 287 person is riding on the confidence that I have got a call here, I'm going to convert this college, while 187 have just got a call, he's a underdog. So the gap between these two people is 100 marks. Yeah, so there's a 100 marks gap between the topper and the last rank holder. Fine, out of 400. Yeah, so whereas the weightage for the written test here is only 40%. So if you score 100 marks out of 400, so obviously out of 40% you will just score 10%. Yeah, so basically your gap between the highest scorer and the last scorer who applied for KJ Sumaya is just 10% marks. With one good case study, or with one good interview, or with good WorkX, or with one of the good past academic record, you can overtake that guy or at least compete with that guy. That is the main reason why a lot of people from Cetking get selected, because irrespective of your score, your main thing is how good you are in case study, personal interview, WorkX and PAR. Yeah. So again, let me repeat again, the gap between the topper and last ranker is 100 marks, but considering the case that the difference is not much more, yeah, is just 40% weightage for the written test, the gap will be not early, the gap will be less. Yeah, so the gap is only 10%. Yeah, so everything is equal. So person who got 187, 189, 210, 240, 270, everyone have got an equal chance. Yeah, so please remember that part. That's one of the most important key point which I wanted to talk today is this thing. All right, moving on to the next slide. Case study writing. Fine. Let's pick up a few cases. Employee leaving a company and sales falling of a company. These are the two most commonly used case studies in any kind of a case, not only for KJ Somaiya but overall. So these are the two main case studies. If you see, there's no much difference between a GD and a case study. The following four are four topics for a GD: rape in Delhi, your budget, your population problem, pollution. These are all commonly repeated GDs. Yeah. Now a case study is much more focused approach. Yeah. Case study, what's going to happen in case study is rape in Delhi. Now you have to assume you are a government of India. What steps you will take to stop the rapes in Delhi or rapes in India? Yeah. Budget of India is a topic of a GD. In a case study, you are a finance Minister of India. What steps you will take to improve the budget of 2014? Same thing. You are the how will you control population of the country? How will you control pollution? Basically, it's all about steps. What steps you are going to take, or what solutions you are going to recommend. So case study is all about solutions. Case study, most of the people will do this thing wrong. I can bet on that. There are 350 people who have joined Cetking this year out of 35,000 people, 3,500 people who got calls. So we have almost 10% of people. I'm sure all of them who have seen my videos on mock engineering, who have joined our program online or in the classroom, they have been already told about all these things, how to solve the case study. All right, so let's talk about the how to solve the case study now. So I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Basically, is more solution driven. Case study is a more focused approach. Yeah. So let's talk about the case study writing. First of all, TLM. This is my main thing. Is think like a manager. Your solution or your case study should make sure that you have to make sure that you think like a manager. No nonsense. Sorry, no stupidity. No kiddish answers. Your answer have to be very structured. Yeah. So that will be that you should take care of. Fine, that's number one thing. Number two things, remember the word, it's a case study, not an essay. I can give you in writing that 80 to 90% of the people will be writing an essay. Why? Because they don't know what is a case study. Number two, even if they know a case study, they will write it as an essay. They will never ever think it's a case study. Fine, case study is a much more structured approach, while essay is an open air, you can talk about anything and everything on earth. Fine, use the concept maps for analysis. So if you have joined us, I already taught you the concept maps which we used to do in our MBA and after my MBA. So concept maps are there with you. If you have joined us online, the concept map video is available on mock engineering for the JDPI program. If you have joined us for the program, use that for the analysis. Always recommend solutions. This is $1 million thing, because most of the people will just do analysis. You just think, suppose an employee is leaving the company, you have to stop him. You are the HR person of the company. Your duty is to stop the employee. So most of the people will start with we will look into his family problem, we look into his salary, we look into whether his health is a problem, we look into his boss. So they will end up doing the essay or the case study just by doing the analysis. They will never recommend solutions. So for you, it's advice, rather 2/3 of your essay, of your case study writing should be talking about solutions rather than talking about the analysis. Yes, you have to do the analysis. So maybe 1/3 or the first paragraph of the essay is analysis, is introduction, analysis and conclusion. These three things are 1/3, and remaining 2/3 is a solution. Alright, so that's the first part. Write 5 paragraphs. It's a well-known fact that your essay or any kind of a writing kind of a test should always be 5 paragraphs. First paragraph is introduction, last paragraph is conclusion. Remaining 3 paragraphs is basically analysis and solutions. So you have to write 5 paragraphs. Alright, followed by, let's look at the process again for the KJ Sumaya. First is appear for the written test CAT CMAT. This stage is already over. Shortlisting, you have been shortlisted. The first two stages are over. Third is a written case analysis by each of the shortlisted candidate plus personal in-depth interviews. Let's talk about the first part. It's a written case analysis. Number one, it's not essay writing. They don't expect to write essays. You have to do the analysis of the case, but of course by writing. Yeah. Number two is a personal in-depth interview that may include a extempore presentation. Yeah. Presentation doesn't mean that you need to have a PPT, you have to write a PPT there. Don't worry about that. It's fine. Again, this is something new, so even we don't know what is the going to be the mode of presentation, but normally it's going to be same. So you have to say things. Yeah. So they might tell you like do the analysis of your case. So they can tell you to do the analysis of the case. They can tell you to talk about any topic or something kind of extempore. Extempore is they will give you a topic immediately. You talk about that. Alright, next part is a declaration of the consolidated merit position. So now this is a new thing. This is something new they've tried this year. What they're going to do, they're going to give you one merit list with your rank. For example, you got a rank of 43. 43 means you are going to KJ Sumaya core program. Fine. Because they're going to give you call for a counseling. So let's assume three people. One got a rank 43, one got a rank 179, and third person got a rank 452. Yeah. So these are your three ranks. Now, first person obviously will get a call for the core program. Second person will get a call for say FS or IB or whichever course you applied. Plus, you will get a waiting list number for a core program. Yeah. So waiting list number up to 100 have a very good chance to convert. So waiting list up to 100 will have a very good chance to convert. So they'll call every one of you into a room and then talk about, and then we'll go through the this is the future. After 1 month, they will call every one of you into the auditorium for the counseling round, and then on the basis of your All India merit list, they will give you which select you want to select, which course you want to select. Yep. So anyone who is wait list number 100, I'm sure that you have a very, very good chance to convert the college. All right. Moving on to the personal interview, your introduction, why MBA, these two questions are important, but the main question which are important is basically these two courses, why KJ Somaya and why FS or IB or IMC. Please read about these colleges, about the college, why KJ Somaya. This is one of the most important questions they're going to ask you. Yeah, because they have to understand that it's not the only call you applied. It's not the only call you applied. So you need to have a very, very solid answer for why KJ Somaya. Alright, moving on to the, if you want to join our classroom program, we have the classroom program starting from this weekend and one program which is starting from tomorrow as well. So we have a basic program and expert program. You can call us on these numbers and find out. If you are online, for example, you are based in Delhi, Hyderabad, you can join the online program as well by calling the same number. So they will again walk you through how you can join us. Alright, one more thing which I wanted to talk about is college brochure and FAQ. There's a good FAQ and brochure which is uploaded on the college website, and I've also uploaded that on my Facebook as well. So please go through that, because that will help you decide, or that will be a very, very good reference point for all these questions. Why KJ Somaya, why FS, because they've explained all these things in the brochure and FAQ. The batch strength, how the batch will form, how many engineers, how many non-engineers, all the main events, all the main faculties. So all these things are going to be covered there. Fine. So if you are our Cetking classroom student, we have already told in the class as well that depends upon who is going to take your interview. Suppose Mr. Jacob is there for the interview. Mr. Jacob is very smart. He expects you to be very, very outgoing and all. Fine. Whereas Mr. Jha, who is another faculty, another panelist there, he likes everything to be truth. Same for the director as well. When I was talking to the director, he was, again, when he talking to a student at Cetking, Andheri and Thane branch, he was talking the same thing, that students have to be very, very honest. Yeah, he also expects you to be honest. So you have to take care of, you have to be honest. Yeah, you can't lie that much. Obviously, you have to lie a little bit, but not that much. Yeah, please take care of that part. Alright, second thing is our Facebook KJ Somaya forum. So please be open on the forum, because there will be of a good help for you as well. Fine. So a lot of things we are going to discuss on the forum. Yeah. So that will be of good help. Third thing, I would recommend you to go through the past GDPI experiences, which are there on our site cetking.com/GDPI clinic/GDPI experiences. So I would recommend you to, before you go for the any GDPI, all the GDPI across India, right from IIM Ahmedabad to NMAT, IES, Chetna, KJSMI is already there. So please go through the experiences before you go. Alright, so again, just to summarize everything, written test is only 40%. So the game is wide open. So don't worry about anything else. Everything is wide open here. Yep. So now I would expect a few Q&A. So I would recommend you to post your QA on the forum so that I can see those things there. So if you can post the questionnaire in the forum, if you can post the questions you wanted to know, I can then answer those questions. Yeah, if you have any question, I can take it up. Sir, cam thoda niche karo. The cam, I think, is already, you're not here to see my face. Yeah, you here to listen to me. All right, so I can't see any questions here. So I assume all of you have got things which I wanted to say. So basically, case study is the main thing. You have to take care of the case study. Second is your interview. Sorry, yeah. Second is your interview. So with the action port, there's something new this time. So KJSMI process is totally changed. So be prepared for that. All right. So I'll stop here. I'll start in another 5 minutes with the Willinker overview, how to fill the form for Willinker. So we go the first question here from Satyam. In case study, we can write solution steps. Yes, you can write solution steps, no problem at all. Right? So you can do that, no problem. So next question I've got from Shantanu here. Is it possible to add FS program to the application form now? All right. I don't think you believe that you can do it now, but be open for that. Call them, try it out, but I think it's not possible now. So I doubt that they won't agree to that because they already finalized everything. All right. So I'll stop here. Fine. So we'll start in another 2 minutes to 5 minutes for the Willinker analysis. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much for participating in this event. Thank you.